So what's your experience been of curating the show at Bourneville?
Quite intense. I think we've achieved a lot in a short amount of time, and that's been of necessity really. I'm really happy with what we've got, and I think a lot of people have sort of stumbled to a point but also pushed themselves, like picked up from that stumble and then taken things forward. And I think most people, pretty everyone I've spoken to, is happy, really happy with what they've got and where it's gone. I do think more prep work could have been done. So I don't know how much experience people had of exhibiting before or putting together group shows. One thing that's really common is a preoccupation with how my work looks rather than seeing it as a holistic thing. The whole show has to be in balance, or deliberately not in balance, but it needs to work as a whole. I think that's really important. And simple things can tie that together, like lighting, for instance, or having different kind of works in certain spaces that talk to each other across the space of the room. So yeah, for me it is, installs are always get in, work, don't have a proper lunch break, eat and drink on the go, hanging around sometimes, waiting, for a lead, for instance, working late, being knackered, coming back in the next day and doing the same thing. Hanging things, thinking, great, that I've got it sorted, coming back in the next day, taking it down, having to redo it all again. I think that's just the nature of the beast, really. And it's a really good experience to gain in. I always think educational spaces, and the space of, say, a degree course, is a safe space. Obviously you're challenged, etc., but it's a safe space to take risks and to go through that tough experience of hanging and having someone saying, it's not really working for me there, take it down, do it again. It's much tougher when that's happening out in the real world and you've got like 3 days to install to public who could really slate you, rather than this environment where, yes, of course you're getting public, but you're also getting a lot of people who are there very supportive of you, peers and family, etc. And I think we found a lot of common ground as well among the group, which is really, I'm really happy about for everyone in the group. The conversations that have been happening about work, and as we play for work next to each other, people have been talking to me about, I've really seen a relationship with what's going on here and what's going on with what I'm doing that I hadn't noticed before. So that's really great. Hopefully that can feed into conversations for like the next academic year or for future work. And you don't necessarily see that when you're just busying away in your own space, sort of producing your work or working on your project. So really good. I've enjoyed it very much. Always love seeing people's work, basically.